Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Just don't sit here long.
Okay, want to gather up over here, please?
Oh, I thought it was in your way. That's fine.
Sure to leave a path for people to move.
Here, let's scoot more into the
You can
middle
come
of
a bit
this.
closer.
Oh, no, you're fine. Keep quiet.
He's got his wampum cane. Careful.
Okay, the entrance to the cave is right there. Right? So we're looking at the entrance. And you can see the natural bridge here. And the cave underneath, of course, is why you have this natural bridge. That's the remnant. Everything else collapsed, leaving that as the natural bridge.
Let me do this, Bob, because my
Yeah.
phone's fixing to die, so let me give these GPSs. The altitude 1013, 2941 north latitude, 2941 north latitude, 9820 west longitude, 9820 west longitude.
Okay, with our chart here. In our first stop, we were on looking at the Person Formation, specifically the leached and collapsed member. Now we're down in the Kaner Formation. The bridge itself and all of the well-defined layers you see it above and a little bit below the bridge. So you can see well-defined strata. That is part of the dolomite or dolomitic member. It's next to the bottom within the Kaner Formation. So it's a carbonate. It'll fizz, but you've got to scratch the material in order to get it to work. Now, just below the bridge, you notice that well-defined layering, the stratification, you can't see it. It's all pretty massive, continuous, all the way down until you lose sight of it, where the actual entrance to the cave is located. So you can see that difference, how you get this well-defined layering, and then below that, you've got this sort of nondescript looking material. That material below, that's the very bottom of the Edwards. That's the basal nodular member. This member is highly bioturbated. That's why you don't see the well-defined layers. They're pretty much all destroyed by the organisms burrowing through that mud, which is going to turn into limestone. Okay, so you have a transition from the dolomitic member, where you see the well-defined layering, and once you're down there, it gives you an introduction about what you can touch, what you can't, what you can do, what you can't do. And you'll be able to see that layering on the side walls. Then directly below, as you start to go down into the cave proper, you're within this basal nodular member, with the very bottom member of the Kaner Formation. That's also the very bottom of the entire Edwards group. Once you get into the cave, you will go down a short distance and you will go through some glass doors, and that's what maintains the humidity within the cave. And you will then I'm not exactly remember precisely where, but you'll start to see well-defined layering again. They look at the side walls of the cave, well-defined layering. When you see that layering, you are in the Glen Rose. So you've made the transition from the Edwards down into the Glen Rose. Then you'll be in the Glen Rose for the rest of the trip until you climb out at the other side. Okay? Yeah. I wanted to give you some stratigraphic.
Natural Bridge Caverns would like to welcome Our Lady of the Lake University. If all members with this group could please make their way onto the back patio at this time, your tour guide Rachel will join you there shortly.
Yeah. Now meet up at the patio here.
All guests currently holding tickets for the 11 o'clock Hidden Passages tour, please make your way onto the back patio at this time. Your tour guide Caleb will join you there shortly.